Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Columbia Urban League's 34th Annual Equal Opportunity Day Dinner. This evening's theme is Economic Empowerment, Business Development, and Self-Reliance, truly a matter of great importance. However, it is a theme we are now called upon to view in a different light. September 11th and all that has followed in its wake requires us as Americans to reevaluate our lives, our society, and our world. Great and tragic events throughout our history have led us to examine these issues before. Speaking at Gettysburg on November 19, 1863, President Abraham Lincoln began his brief remarks by saying, "47 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal." These famous words have helped to define America and Americans ever since. But let us remember tonight how that brief address ended. It is for us, the living, rather, to be dedicated here to the unfinished work which they who fought here have thus far so nobly advanced. It is rather for us to be here dedicated to the great task remaining before us, that from these honored dead we take increased devotion to that cause for which they gave the last full measure of devotion. That we here highly resolve that these dead shall not have died in vain, that this nation, under God, shall have a new birth of freedom, and that government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth. Once again, fate has dealt each of us a hand to play in shaping America and the world. Our way of life has been attacked at the most profound and fundamental levels, and once more we face choices and challenges. How will we respond now when it is our turn to shoulder the blessed burden of freedom and democracy? Let us respond by exerting ourselves to the utmost to finally realize the dream expressed in the Declaration of Independence, that we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Now we are called upon. Let us keep faith with those who have struggled and sacrificed to bring us this far, those giants upon whose shoulders we now stand. Let us seize this new opportunity so that we can finally bring the fruits of democracy to all Americans regardless of race, religion, or national origin. America's strength is in its rich diversity and in the boundless opportunity that is the foundation of our national identity. The Columbia Urban League has a proud history of advocacy for the minority community on a broad range of issues, and we view the continuing struggle for economic empowerment as a key component in the civil rights agenda for the 21st century. We invite you to join us in leveling the economic playing field for all Americans so that we may all reap the rewards of this great nation's promise. Tonight's theme of economic empowerment, business development, and self-reliance is at the core of our identity as Americans. And in this cause, united, we cannot fail. Thank you all for joining us here this evening to celebrate the Columbia Urban League's continuing struggle to realize the American dream.